Sean, I just walked into I just went to the men's restroom.
Yeah.
And it was one of those clearly someone just like offloaded.
Oh, God.
It was terrible. And that feeling, that's like when you, when you walk into the aftermath, the smell, it's just like it violates you. And it's not, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Like you're just overwhelmed by the smell. And then you just kind of have to chill out,
Like there's a 1% chance that I stay in the bathroom for any other length of time when that happens. All I can visualize whenever that happens is literally walking straight into someone's colon. And I just can't do it.
It's a really bad image.
But it's true. It's literally like a wall of sin. It's so horrible.
For them.
Whoever that was.
Whoever sits in that office right there.
Oh, that office
dang.
right across.
Yes.
That's true. It's
They
got a
just
seep.
smell it all day.
It's got a seep.
That's probably why they have their door closed all the time.
Yeah, and also because they do the money.
Yeah.
But welcome to another episode of We're Just People. Episode number
8,
I
think.
Is there any fancy? There's nothing fancy about the number 8, but welcome to this episode. And so we don't have Monica today, which is sad for everybody. But still, I think I'm still worth listening to. We've got Sean in the house, who is I like your shirt. It's a yellow shirt for those of you that are just listening.
Yeah.
It really brings out your brown eyes.
Thanks, man. That means a lot.
Yeah,
I
your
needed
brown-
that today.
Yeah. It reminds me of like the desert. Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, because yellow,
Yeah.
brown, anyways. And then also, just to balance out some of the male energy, we have Michelle in here. Michelle Pedroza. Let's give it up for Michelle. You can say hi.
Hi, people.
Literally, it was just me and Sean were like, we were going to record this, and like, man, I just don't want to sit in here, just me and you, for 30 minutes. We need some, I don't even know. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to sound some type of sexist.
Probably smart.
Yeah. But and then, you know what, it goes on my head too? I'm like, if you have to say that, does that mean you are sexist?
I don't know.
I don't
you
know
can turn
either.
anything.
You can turn anything.
Yeah.
You could turn anything into being anything.
Right.
You really could.
Yeah.
So welcome to We're Just People episode number 8, y'all. We are going consistent. Again, sad thing that Monica's not here, but she will be missed, but she will be back. We got some great things to talk about, though. So I do want to say, first of all, if you're watching this on YouTube, please click the subscribe button. Just click subscribe. You watch it, subscribe. That would help us out. Leave a little thumbs up. And then comment, talk to us, let us know. We got some more subscribers this week.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Quite a few.
Yeah. And so I was happy. And then also freaking iHeartRadio. If you're on iHeartRadio, what do you do on iHeartRadio?
Just listen to this podcast.
No,
That's it. That's the only thing on
there. Do
there.
you subscribe or do you like follow or click? Hey, if you're on iHeartRadio, follow the instructions. Maybe look up the terms and services and figure out what to do. And then do that for us on We're Just People. Spotify, I don't know what you do there either.
You just follow it.
You follow, so follow us on Spotify.
Yeah.
Tune in,
Tune in AM 650, man.
What if we booked a real AM program, like on some random channel?
Let's do it.
I used to listen to AM. Does anybody listen to AM? Does that still exist anymore?
Yeah, it does.
AM. Okay.
AM radio.
I'm just way out of it.
Most of it's just static, but there's some channels like NPR.
That is
some other
so
talk radio.
intriguing. The AM universe.
Yeah.
That's intriguing. That's kind of like your computer, how it used to be able to function on MS-DOS mode. Like that unknown territory, like the underbelly of digital.
Pre-Windows 95.
Right.
Oregon Trail days.
Yeah, well, it was just like you could do like __ space You didn't know what you
Yeah.
were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember being a kid trying to like hack it or something. Anyways, hey, so the other thing that you can do is call into our hotline, which is
405-265-6706.
let's and it's flashing right now. It's
Yeah.
flashing. Say it one more time.
405-265-6706.
Okay, if you had to just guess, Sean, total, just maybe a guess of a total amount, just a random, just total amount of calls that have come in. Just, ballpark it, because I know. I mean, just if you had to ballpark the amount of calls that have come in,
Yeah.
what would be the number?
Based on how awesome this show is, I'd say at least 5,000. But realistically, we're looking closer to docking off at least one number out of that, which is the 5.
Yeah, so it starts with a 0. Then you can add as many zeros as you want.
Yeah.
But it's still nothing.
Yeah.
So no one's called. And you know what? I will never stop this podcast until someone calls. Now, I don't think I'll stop it if you do call, but I for sure, I will upload 2 seconds of just me talking about the hotline until someone calls. And you don't know the resolve that I have within me. So someone call into the hotline, leave a voicemail. Imagine being the first person to call in.
Make history.
You would make history on this show, and we'll forever name you the Hotline Champ. You'll be the Hotline Champ. We might even put a picture of you if you want us to. You don't have to be this noticed, but that could be a special thing. I might even call into this hotline.
We'll just put a picture
Just to
of
do
you
that.
right up
Yes.
on the
Yeah.
wall.
Because that is such a place of honor.
Right.
If you would just dare to call in, we would love it, and yeah, maybe we'd make you an elder. Anyways, so last time we talked on the podcast, Sean, we talked about all the different platforms we're on, and then we identified some unique places that were listening.
Yes.
Which was really, really interesting.
Right. Yeah. We talked about Loudonville.
Right.
Loudonville, Ohio.
So what I asked Sean to do is, I want to know our people, Which, by the way, if you're still hanging on, this episode is gonna change your life. It's gonna be the best thing you've ever listened to. But I want to know our people, and so I said, Sean, why don't you just what's going on in some of these towns?
Yeah. Do we want to start with Loudonville? Why not?
Yeah, Loudonville. So this is for all of our listeners in Loudonville, which, according to last week, it was at least one.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Or it was exactly one. So, in an effort to get to know our audience, I want to know what's going on in Loudonville. Tell us, Sean.
Yeah. Top headline from the Times Gazette.
The Times Gazette of
Yeah.
Loudonville, Ohio?
Yep.
Okay.
Michael's stores are adding UPS drop-off and pickup services.
That's big.
It's huge. Yeah.
That's the front page?
Yeah.
Headline.
Then there was
Guys, you're getting
yeah.
UPS drop-off and pickup. I mean, things are looking up in Loudonville.
Yeah.
This is how convenient, really. Imagine our life without that. Wait, first of all, do you guys use that at all?
I do.
UPS drop-off and pickup?
Well, I have before.
Right.
FedEx, not UPS.
You use FedEx?
Well, I have used FedEx.
Okay.
Yes. I don't typically just call up UPS or FedEx and just have them come pick up things, but I have used them.
Wait, are they saying that there's no UPS at all in Loudonville?
No, I think it's just for the store, Michael's.
Oh,
Like
the
a
store
craft
Michael's.
Yeah, Michael's. Yeah, it's like a craft store.
Like the chain that I may have seen before.
Yeah.
It's not a local store.
No.
It's just, it's in Loudonville. but-
Yeah.
And what do they sell at Michael's?
It's like a craft store. They sell fabric and stuff.
Like Hobby Lobby kind of thing?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
extra.
a little bit. I think more on the fabric side. But yeah.
Okay.
It's
Well-
really sad that I know this, but yeah, I actually do.
You've been sewing some. I can't remember the name. The joke is gone.
It's all right. I grew
The
up.
people that aren't the bride, the ones that are standing next to them.
The groomsmen.
No, the female
the
side.
bridal party.
No, the female side. Bridesmaids. That's
Bridesmaids.
What it is. Golly, yes. I was gonna say you've been sewing some bridesmaids dresses.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah. Man, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Shout out to Michael's. You know, maybe they could be a sponsor. But who else? What else? Loudonville, was that the big?
That was top news. You know,
big
then there was
scoop?
an opinion article under it. So we got an opinion article.
Please read just some of it, can you?
Yeah, I'll read you the
Which,
title.
by
here.
the way, we're not at all making fun of Loudonville, Ohio. I've lived in a small town. Have you? But you've
Oh, God,
Michelle
yeah.
is definitely somewhere in Louisiana, right?
Just the woods, a
Yeah.
swamp.
Yeah.
Just-
Okay.
That's where I live.
Sean has lived what in like Norman your whole life?
Yeah, which
Okay,
is
so
kind of big.
Anyways, we love Loudonville, but I do want to know what's going on, and I'm excited to hear their opinion about
Yeah.
Michael's getting a drop off and a pickup.
Oh, this actually wasn't about Michael's. This was just, I think, it's an opinion article. But you tell me what you think from this title.
All right.
All right, and not making fun of the title.
And
I'm sure
this
it's
is still
intriguing.
in the Loudonville
Yes.
Gazette.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the Loudonville Gazette. It's the Times Gazette of Loudonville.
Okay.
All right. Here's the title: Don't gamble away your penguins.
Guys, that is so cringe. You know why it's so cringe? It's because they really tried to create a clickbait title.
Yeah.
They just missed the mark though. Don't gamble away your penguins.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, so give us a little bit what this is about.
You know, I can read a little bit for you. Here we go. It was a long and wet weekend, and faced with the threat of a coerced game
Wait.
of Monopoly, or God forbid, a dozen games of Uno. Huh? Sorry, I'm just reading.
Keep going.
I invented a game of my own to play with the boys. It was a mildly imaginative cross between poker and Monopoly. We used Monopoly money, but the hotels became houses. The houses became livestock barns and chicken houses. And the get-out-of-jail-free card became a Capital One credit card, in case someone needed a line of credit or for some fast cash. I was the dealer, the bank, and the house.
Honestly,
Capital.
I don't know when to stop you because I have so much anticipation for what could happen, but I don't know if it's just going to be not good. But anyways, I think that the people listening would really want you to keep going.
All right. You know, I'll give the people what they want, man. Before some of you Baptist parents judge me, here is my fatherly logic. This could be both a math lesson for the little one and a life lesson on the perils of gambling for the teenager.
Ah, so they probably use penguins as something. Don't gamble away. Don't get lost in a gambling addiction.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a great article.
Yeah.
Now, who wrote that article?
That was Michael DeWitt.
Man, if somehow we could get in touch with that guy, that would make me real happy.
Yeah. If it's a small town, maybe they know him.
Yeah. So that whoever's listening in Loudonville, reach out to this Mr. DeWitt and let him know we'd like to interview him.
Yeah.
So what else?
We talked about Gilbert, Arizona.
Gilbert, Arizona, which again was at least one listener.
Right.
So
yeah.
what's going on in Gilbert, Arizona?
There's actually a lot going on in Gilbert. Let me just say that.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's apparently there's a study that says Gilbert is the 7th best place in America to raise a family.
What?
Isn't that crazy? That was top headlines about Gilbert, Arizona.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, shocker.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Gilbert, Arizona. I don't know anything. I mean, honestly, I can tell you there's Phoenix. I can tell you there's Sedona, which is better than most people. And I can tell you there's Phoenix, Arizona. I just said the state name. Sedona. And then Gilbert.
Yeah.
That would be. So I'm saying that you could have a city of about 500,000 in Arizona, and I would not know about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how big Gilbert is, but
Apparently
seventh
Gilbert
place.
is awesome.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, and the other headline I got from Gilbert is they're possibly going to get a resort or a hotel near the regional park. So, you know, they're moving on up, getting the resort and the hotel. Yeah.
Let's just talk about regional parks.
All right.
Do you guys are you park goers?
No.
No.
I mean, I already knew Sean's answer. But I mean to go and like stay in a hotel for a regional park. Now, I will say if there anywhere in Arizona that has a regional park is more than likely a lot better than anywhere in Oklahoma that has a regional park. So maybe that's worth going to.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on Gilbert. Gilbert obviously is incredible. It doesn't just sound it. I made a list. Number 7. I wonder what's ahead. Probably Oklahoma City. But I don't know. Well, that's cool. Where else?
We talked about one more place, and another great Arizona town called Coolidge.
Nice.
Funny thing about Coolidge, where Gilbert, there's a lot going on. Coolidge, kind of on the other end of the spectrum. Couldn't really find anything about Coolidge.
Really? Like you
Yeah.
Googled it, and then Google was just like,
It's like
not
it
a
was
lot
one of those
going on.
towns where it's like,
Nah.
here's the county, so you
It
can.
brought up the map. It didn't even bring you news.
Yeah,
it was just like,
here's
here's
the-
where it is.
So if you want to know news about Coolidge, you get the whole county. You know what's going
All
on
you're
here.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
Google says all you need to know
Yeah.
is that this is its GPS location.
Yeah, here is one interesting thing about Coolidge, though, is this Saturday it's going to be 109 degrees in Coolidge, Arizona.
Miserable.
That doesn't sound
Doesn't
very
like
fun.
a great place to
So
raise your family.
the one fact about Coolidge is that it's really hot.
In the summer. Yeah, it is.
It's really hot. Well, that makes sense. It's in Arizona. It's in the desert. You know, it'd be nice if we could start some kind of big rivalry between Coolidge and Gilbert. Who ever thought those words would even be coming out of our mouths?
Not me.
Coolidge and Gilbert. Maybe one day we'll get to see there. You know, these 3 cities. These might be the first 3 cities of our world tour.
Yeah.
The We're Just People live shows. I promise, if we get randomly explode on iHeartRadio or wherever it is, we're going to stay faithful, and we are coming straight to Loudonville, Ohio first.
Coming in hot on Stitcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stitcher. We're going to blow up. We're going to say, you know what? I need to get a hold of that Michaels and Loudonville because we want to host our first live show there. So besides the fact that everyone's turned this off and is not listening, I also thought about possibly. Okay, you know how everybody started doing the old people pictures?
Yeah.
That happened once already, didn't it?
Yeah, it definitely
It circulated once.
did. A long time ago it did.
What?
The app has been out forever.
Yeah, because I think I was so excited to do it just because I was. How typical is that? You just see on Instagram, you're like, oh my god, I can't wait to do it. I'm just such a little follower, but I'm pretty sure I vaguely remember not having to install the app, like it was
Yeah.
just there, and because I think that this all happened once. Anyways, we did it though. I did it, and
And your photo looks
dude,
legit.
hold on. Don't even. I got to set that up.
Okay.
Because it deserves. Here's the thing. If you're like in your mid-20s, which that night I was surrounded by a bunch of people like, mid-20s, early 20s. You put that filter on and you look like you look about 58 or 60 years old.
Yeah.
You're like, man, you still got some prime to go. But for whatever reason, and maybe it's just specific to me, when I put mine on, it's like the settings were one day before coffin. I don't know if there's settings, like I could choose 60, but somebody put mine to one day before the grave. Put that filter on his face.
I mean, at least you lived a long life, you know?
I either lived a long life or a really hard life. I lived hard.
Yeah.
So I thought about, when I first did it, I made a covenant to myself that no one will ever see this. An inner covenant. But then I slowly loosened up and I showed you, I think, and I showed Michelle, I showed a few people. And so I think I'm ready
to show the world.
This is Grant Pancratz. One day before you'll be at my funeral. That's really weird and sad to say.
Dark.
That is kind of dark.
But let me show you the picture. There we go.
I've never seen that one.
still
That
got my
is
Wonder
awesome.
Leather.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
But I am just, look at that. And we're going to have the picture. I'm sure the picture's up so you can see. I mean, that is about 98 and a half years old. I don't even know how many livers you have, but I don't have any of them left. You know, I don't have kidneys, both my knees. I don't even have knees at this point. Let me show you one more. And this is so cringe. God, it's so cringe. Did you guys see that one?
That might be my favorite.
That is awesome.
This is like, I look like Santa Claus's like second cousin that was a family disgrace and they disowned him, right? They're like, get out of the North Pole. Go deliver boxes to Loudonville, Ohio. and yeah, I don't know why, but it took me straight to right before. Anyways, I don't want to say that again. It got weird when I did. Can we show Mr. Kilgore's?
Yeah. Mine turned out just a little bit worse than yours.
Oh, whatever.
Just-
Everybody thinks that. Everybody thinks that theirs is the
No, you look like a sane adult. Like, I look like I moved to Coolidge, Arizona.
You definitely do.
I do.
Hold on a second. Future resident of Coolidge, Arizona. Ready? Here we go.
I lost the front half of my hair, moved to Coolidge, Arizona, and didn't get a house. Just stayed in the sun.
You didn't get a house, no.
No, man.
But you have your laptop and you're editing outside.
Yeah.
On like a picnic table by a gas station.
Yeah.
Like sometimes at a gas station outside, they'll have like a picnic table.
Yeah.
You just post it up there.
Yeah, I just work remotely. You banished me to Coolidge, Arizona. It's perfect.
And you just let the sun slowly scorch.
Yeah. I am 1 iota away from skin cancer. Like, very close.
Oh my God. That is so good. But you do look like you live in Coolidge, Arizona. You look like you could direct like a cool independent film if there's a film scene in Coolidge, Arizona, right?
Yeah.
But it's definitely you're landlocked to Arizona.
Yeah.
You're for sure.
So if I ever get like an inspiration to make a film about a guy living in the desert, I'm the guy to do it.
That's probably what you worked on
Oh, yeah.
for years.
Yeah.
And you never were satisfied with
Yeah,
it
Making 127 hours too, just
Yes.
in the middle of the desert.
until this day, and then we caught
Yeah.
you smiling.
Yep.
Trying to think. I don't really want to show anybody else's that's not here because this stuff is, I did get last week we asked people to send in a meme for us to react to, and again we got at least one. I mean, if I had to ballpark guess, I mean it'd probably be about one. But I thought this one was pretty funny. You guys see this? This is pretty accurate,
That's you.
pretty true. Dad doesn't want a dog. Family gets dog anyway. Dad and the dog. That is really funny. That's last week I talked about the fact that I accidentally said to Jax, "I love you," and then this week I've just embraced it. Normally when I get home, it used to be, God, I gotta let him out. He's been in his crate, and it's not about Jax at all. It's just one more chore that I have to do.
Yeah.
It's just like, so it's like, oh, I got to do it, whatever. But now I'm starting to get home and be like, oh, that dude's been in his crate all day. He needs to get out and go see the sun. That stuff is playing in my head. What is going on? So there's been, you could call that some significant change in my relationship with my dog. So anyways, I'm fairly certain we're not even going to put this podcast up. But
Great. Awesome.
do we have any what was weird about that FaceApp thing is that after everyone did it, then there was like news that we all gave the Russians our information or something, right?
Yeah. To people who gave their information to the app. It's on some Russian server.
Is that, how real is that? You don't know.
Yeah, it was on the news.
Really?
Yeah.
like it's,
Like it made the national news.
but it could have just been some Russian developer of an app, not necessarily like the Russian government.
I mean, from what I heard, I didn't read the article. That was all hearsay. But
Anyways,
apparently so.
which, well, you know what? For some reason, that doesn't bother me. I'm like, maybe it should. Maybe it should. It's probably just that I haven't thought about it. But that's a great crossover to this whole Area 51 story
Yeah.
because they closely connect.
Right.
But,
Conspiracies.
Yes, that's what it is. Maybe we should have a conspiracy section, which we definitely won't have that, but it was a good thought.
Yeah.
I'm already canceling it out. But I want this to happen. This Area 51 thing. Is that bad to say?
Storm Area 51.
Is that bad? I want it to happen. Here's what I'll say. I'm a pastor, so like the pastoral side of me is like everyone don't because probably someone's going to die, right? So don't do it.
Yeah.
But all the rest of me is like, I've never wanted anything to happen more.
Right.
Does the common sense side of you, though, say, because of how public this is, if there really is anything to hide, they'll hide it?
Yeah, they'll take it somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's happening right now. They're just like, okay, we're going
They
to take
said
it
it too
to...
far in advance. Like,
Yeah.
they should have already done it.
Right.
They had
Yeah.
time to get rid of everything.
Yeah.
That is what's happening. Because,
And that's exactly what people are going to say, probably.
Absolutely.
yeah, this is a lose-lose.
Yeah.
No matter what. The suspicion will not die. But the idea is so sick. Because it's like the video game.
Yeah?
You remember?
Oh, yeah, the arcade game,
Yes,
Area 51. Yeah.
And you storm Area 51 and you're shooting up aliens.
Mm-hmm. That was like Time Crisis. That was another cool game.
That was the next, which if our listeners are 18 to 30 males, which on YouTube, I mean, let's be honest, that's probably who you are. But you would know that Time Crisis was like the next generation.
Yeah.
But anyways, here's what I think. I think that out of that many people, at least 1% are going to do it.
Oh, I
What's-
think more than that.
Yeah,
I think
but
more than that.
but at least
Yeah.
1% is going, and that's a lot of people. What is?
Yeah.
I don't want to ask this question out loud, but what is 1% of 2 million? I don't want to ask it out loud. It should be either. It's something in like either 2,000, 20,000.
1% of 2 million is like 20,000, something like that.
Yeah. And that's a lot of people.
Yeah, I think that's it. 20,000.
20,000? I mean, what are they going to do?
Picket outside of Area 51. That's
No,
probably
I'm
all
saying-
they could do. Oh, you mean like what's the government gonna do?
Yeah.
Nothing.
They've already packed up and
They already
left.
packed up and left, man.
Exactly. That's what I haven't thought of until right now.
They're gonna storm the gates, go down underground, and find
Totally.
probably nothing.
Yeah. Find nothing. A note.
Find their hopes and dreams.
They'll find a note.
Maybe an IOU from the government.
Yes.
On a
Find
sticky note.
A note
Yeah.
from the government saying, I don't know what they'd say. Anyways, well, I really hope you enjoyed this. I feel like we covered some really good stuff.
Yeah.
And we really delivered on our promise about this changing your life being the best podcast you'll ever listen to.
Yeah.
And hopefully, honestly, this podcast is just about. Sometimes these podcast types have helped me. Sometimes you can just be like, oh, just in your own head too much, and if you just turn something on, you listen to someone talk, you can kind of whatever, get out of your own head. So hopefully this is at least doing that for you. If you enjoy the podcast, subscribe, okay? Click the like button and click the terms of service and figure out what to do on iHeartRadio. But most of all, call the hotline. Call it. The number, again, is
405-265-6706.
You know what? You can pretty much call in and name your price. Like, because I called in, I want this. And that's how important this is. So, until next week, My promise to you is that next week will be great, and this week was all right, was decent. I feel like we were a little harsh on our small town audience.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you
sound
said
like,
we delivered on being the best podcast, and I think we just trashed on probably half our listeners.
Yeah.
Maybe not half, but we just trashed on a few people.
Yeah.
Loudonville, Gilbert, Coolidge.
Right.
Next vacation, I'm going there.
Yeah, which
You
is
know.
you just trashing on it more.
Yeah. No, dude. Those places are great, man.
They're so good.
I have family that lives in small towns. Small towns are cool.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I was born in a small town.
Really? Mm-hmm. Like Bruce Springsteen?
I think that was the first actual joke ever said on this podcast. Dude, you're coming alive.
Thanks, man.
You're really stepping up.
Thanks, man. I needed
You're
that.
coming alive, and I'm glad to see it firsthand on this podcast.
Great.
Just coming out of your shell one day at a time.
Yeah.
Any dates last week?
Yeah, 10.
10 dates.
Yeah.
Probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you on any mobile apps, dating apps?
All of them. Just all of them.
Find Sean Kilgore on any of the apps. That
Swipe
you could,
right.
Yeah,
on all
swipe.
Of them. Yeah.
Go ahead and swipe, and then call the hotline, or we will never shut this down until I get a call. So, anyways, love you guys. Thanks for listening, and until next time.
Until next time.